So, we've all heard about those dragons that have plagued Dave and Buster's for eons. Ever since the dawn of time, thine dragons, they've caused so much death and sadness and loss of tickets. These dragons, oh, how they have forsooth the truth of Dave and Buster. But alas, these dragons have been misnoted. As you see, the dragons at Dave and Buster's are pushovers. You see, these dragons are not dragons at all. They're wyverns. They've got... It's dumb. They have their arms are in their wings. They don't have a separate appendage for arms and wings. That's the same thing. Their front arms are their wings. So they're a wyvern. They're not even a dragon.
I like that. Yeah, I know like how dragons are usually portrayed like as the wyverns.
Yeah, exactly.
But the idea of an actual dragon looks so dumb. It's like a cat with wings.
Exactly. It's a cat with wings and like a gecko mouth. Like, and it's like, Mah. But these dragons, they're not at all strong. They're hand size. You could pet them. You could squash them like a bug. And yet they've caused so much suffering. I don't understand.
These dragons are a bunch of wusses.
They're a bunch of wusses. Pushovers. Mate, I stole a gold coin from one of them.
Whoa. You stole a Dave and Buster dragon's gold?
Yes.
You know how, like, dragons, they get angry when you steal your gold?
Yeah, I just haymakered them. Easy.
No, but not Dave and Buster dragons.
Not Dave and Buster.
They like it when you steal their gold.
Uh-huh.
They come after you. They want to go on a second date.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, at least he's taking me out to dinner first.
You're not paying.
Well, you know what? Yeah, fine. I'll take that. I'll take it.
Okay.
I'm not paying? Man, easy.
Okay.
Just free dinner.
Wait, did I say you're not paying?
Yeah, I'm not paying.
They're not paying.
Oh, well, fuck them.
Well, I'll haymaker them.
Yeah, I'll just haymaker them. They come up to my door, close the door. They open it.
Lock door harder.
Good old broski. Good old broski double-decker.
Oh, ooh, I see what you're doing.
Do the swinging arm.
Yeah, I see
swinging arm technique.
Look at that.
Do it good old Soda Popinski style. Ooh.
Oh, you can't see this. Oh,
You
no.
can't see it, little Mac. Can't see it. Can't see it. Can't see him. Alright.
Okay. Hello, and welcome to Midnight Crisis. I am some guy.
And I'm some guy's writing utensil.
Well, some guy's writing utensil made us sit inside today because there was a big honkin' spidery baby boy.
Shut up. It was the size of my thumb. I hated it.
It wasn't the size of your thumb, it was the size of your pinky. The body was...
The thickness was thumb.
Okay.
Take the pad of your thumb.
The torso was the size of your index fingernail. See that nail? That's basically the size of the torso.
Monkey, I will take away your Coca-Cola privileges.
I don't think you can.
I could take them away from my home.
No, I don't think you would survive.
But simply, yes, I'm afraid of spiders. We covered that like...
Yeah, no, we already did that.
Yeah, we covered that.
Oh, you know what's fantastic?
What?
We're not playing the music.
Oh, we're not playing the Well, I mean, now we are.
Ooh. Oh, look at that.
See, I just turned it on.
You can fix issues.
Yeah, I can fix issues, yeah. Unlike a certain someone who couldn't unplug the earbuds out of the computer earlier.
That's not a thing.
Yeah.
You know, if there's a thing that happens,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't happen.
So, in that case, we didn't move inside because I was afraid of a spider?
We moved inside because you were afraid of a spider. But we didn't move inside. For the reason of it.
I was afraid of the spider, but it was entirely different.
You were afraid of the spider and we moved inside. Those two things are not
Completely unrelated.
That's a way to win an argument. Don't
Yeah.
just separate the two things from correlation rather than denying the thing existed.
Yeah, exactly. Just
That child is not my son. That son happened to exist with my genes, and
Yep.
I'm a dad. I'm a dad to that son, and that son has my genes, but that kid is not my son.
Listen. Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a girl that thinks that I am the one. But that boy is not my son.
Boy, that song goes.
Yeah, it's called
It is
Billie
a-
Jean. I forget. Is
it
it
was
by
by-
Weezer? I know there was a Weezer cover.
That's how it goes, right? It's Prince.
Yeah, it's like bum, bum,
it's Prince,
bum,
right?
bum. Is it Prince?
It's Prince.
It might be.
Probably Michael Jackson.
I know,
I don't know. I'm sorry.
I know my brother listens to Weezer, so I know that there's at least a Weezer cover, which is pretty cool. Bow, 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 bow.
That sounds about. That's basically how he speaks.
That's basically how it goes, except Gremlin. And out of your...
Not Gremlin, or it is Gremlin.
Oh, no, you're a Gremlin. Your vocal cords are equal to that of a rotting orange.
The original or the version you get the cover of a lot? Me.
Yes, you.
That's not an answer, but okay. I'll accept it.
No, I think both.
What's
What's
the answer? What is 5 times 2? It's like some kid
Just
has the
slowly
powers to like
points.
whenever he answers like a question like that, however we answer it becomes the truth, right? So if he's
Wait, so he can.
so if he said 5 plus 2 is 7, he'd be right because he answered that, he would make that the answer.
But that is the answer.
I said times 2.
You said plus that time, but
Did I say
okay.
plus?
You said plus that time.
I like how I said plus by accident and then chose a random number. And you were right. And then what happened to get a 7 is the most common number to randomly pick.
You're
Let's just say 5. Let's just say he said 5 times 2.
Yep, 5 times
He said,
2.
and he said it was equal, for the joke, 7. Right? 5 times 2.
Yep.
It would now become, that'd be a universal law.
That would be universal.
So imagine if there's a teacher trying to teach him the right way without breaking the universe. And he goes, and the kid's really fed up with the teacher. No, it's like the one. Hi.
How's it going?
With the one, what's that one train kid? Remember those? I think you're okay. Yeah. Remember that one train kid from those?
ASDF movie.
Right, that's what it's called. Basically like that, where it's like, it doesn't have any specific emotion. But like the teacher goes, so what is 8 times 6? You. And then the person, I guess, just dies or gets trapped in the concept of being a number. And then people are doing calculations, and then they write down 7, and then they do 7 times 8, and then their calculator, and it pops up whoever this person's name is.
54, 55, Susanna, 50.
And then the person would just go on a rampage with it, right?
Naturally they would go on a rampage, yes.
You don't like somebody, all you gotta do is say that they're equal to a number.
That would be a scary power.
Saying you're equal to a number?
If that's what happens, then yes.
What would life be like as a number? Do you think you'd just be the concept of something? Or would you be like walking around and be like, hey...
It'd probably be the concept of something. I don't see any numbers actually
So what happens if you
walking
get
around.
like sent to a number? Hi. Burger King.
Alright, Burger King.
Oh, the ambassador of Burger King, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Diabetes is my power.
Wonderful.
I was hanging out with, we went on this shopping trip, and my grandma took us out, and she unironically thought diabetes was pronounced diabetes.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, she said, what, does he have diabetes?
Diabetes.
I'm so sorry. Where was I? Oh, the number plane. Almost if it's
of-
like if you get turned into a number, you wake up and they're like the number, they have a whole society, an infinite amount of people,
Mm-hmm.
right? And they're segregated based on if they're negative or positive.
Huh.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
basically,
No, I see it.
okay, so you have these numbers and they walk around, right? So like,
Mhm.
let's just say we have, let's think of a number. What would Susanna
72.
be? What would Susanna?
Or Susanna mathematically would be 56.
Then we say 5 times 2.
In the one that we were using it for, we said 7 times 8.
Oh, right, 7 times 8. Okay,
Yep.
yeah, so 46. So,
56.
why am I an idiot?
Monkey, come on, you're supposed to be the smart one.
I'm taking calculus.
AP calculus, if I
Yeah.
may add.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think about basic stack. I don't know. I'm an idiot.
Your brain is so advanced that you can't think about
No,
the
I
basics.
don't think it's like
That's
that.
why that you couldn't pull out the earbuds from the computer earlier.
You get to a level where things, just basic things, become
Yeah.
nothingness, and all you know is useless information. This graph has a derivative of x.
This graph goes downwards. Continue, please.
So maybe it's a normal day for this for 56, right? Number 56. Walking around, goes to work. Does is 56 for a few days.
Yep.
And then one day he goes to bed and he wakes up and he doesn't wake up. He doesn't exist anymore. He just never wakes up. And instead Suzanne wakes up in the body of 56. And this world of numbers goes outside and sees an apartment building of an infinite amount of lines. But let's assume because there's so many people, it's it's a very tightly held authoritative society, right?
Yep.
So, give me a moment.
Yep. Would there be classism? Like a million would be like going, oh, I'm more important
Well,
than
the
you.
thing is,
to,
there's
like,
always a number
50.
above a million.
Well,
So-
I know exactly. It would be like
I
spiraling
think
downwards.
the imaginary numbers would be in control.
Why the imaginary numbers?
I don't know.
Wouldn't
they
those get
sound cool.
ridiculed?
Well, no, because imaginary numbers are the result of being divided. So maybe they're like inbreeds. If you're an imaginary number, because you're able to be you're the result of being divided by
Genetic
a negative
disaster.
trying to square root a negative number.
I
gives
feel
you an
like they would
imaginary
be
number.
shunned more of control everything.
But zero would be in control because
Yeah,
zero is not
zero would
imaginary or
Zero would be in control.
zero takes control of everybody, and so 56 walks outside of the apartment building, the small little apartment building, with a little desk and a cat.
Yeah.
And you walk out and you see this infinite line of housing left. Not left. It ends at 0.
Yep.
Or it ends at 1 on the left, but on the right goes for infinity.
Yep.
And because you walked out too early, sirens begin. Doors lock down. Somebody comes sprinting after you at full speed.
What number does that?
No, it's not a number.
It's not a number.
These are the 4 main power sources of the world, right? We got actually no, there should be probably 6. Nah, it's more like there's like 5, I think.
Okay.
Well, for simplicity, let's say 6, but some of them are 6 or some of them are related. We got the guardian of the manager, who is addition. We got the destroyer, subtraction. We got our multiplier, our division. We got our exponent, and square rooting. Or rooting, just in general.
Yep.
Even though each 2 of those are actually the same thing, they're all brothers. They're all, like, each of them are related. Each 2, adding, subtracting, are just
I feel like the
twins.
I feel like the rooting or the exponent and rooting guy. I feel like he'll just be like a wild.
So
card.
what happens is the two main people of the 2 main guards of 0, like in Zero's castle.
Yep.
We have 2 guards sitting next to him, multiplication, division, and the worst sentence is getting sent to 0 and getting multiplied by him. He said you don't exist. or if you being divided by 0, that would also be the
Because
same.
then that would make you an amalgamation of an imaginary
Zero.
number, and
But
those
no,
guys are like monsters.
No, but then the issue is if you're divided by 0, we don't know what happens then. You get sent somewhere else.
And like if you're there with plus and minus, it's just like an audience with 0. Like they just take you there.
Oh, yeah, the plus minus takes you there. So, but you see minus running at you're 56, right?
Yep.
You see minus running at your full speed. Grabs some passive number, takes 50. Let's just say 55.
55.
Subtracts you, and you become, I don't know. You can become 2 things: -1 or 1. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
just say for simplicity 1.
You're 1, right? So, do you think the level? Here's the thing: what would the powers of, like, what advantage would it be becoming a different number?
I believe that going lower would be worse because then you would be closer to 0, but not in a good way. You'd just be like ruled over him. If you slip up, then it's like the end for you. Like
Oh
even
wait,
the
so do you
slightest.
think it means Oh, it's a warning.
Yep, it's
so
a warning.
the more you go down
Uh-huh.
in number. But what happens to the old one? Because there was an old one.
The old one, he gets sent to 0.
So because somebody else messes up the person?
Yep. Because he messed up before, so he's sent to 0. He's sent to 0 to atone for his crimes. And
let's just say...
actually, no. We could just have him move up. And the guy's sent to 1.
Oh, they take places.
Yep. Everyone else is added so they can move up. 55 is added to 56.
Okay,
and
so what happens is then you take we gotta figure out a way so the passenger, because you have to use the number to get the numbers to switch places, right? But you can't. But here's the issue: you can't turn them. You can't like remove it, like it. For example, you can't turn 56 into 1 unless you use 55 to sacrifice to turn the 1, and then 56 up. You gotta add by 55.
I feel like... Well,
Does subtracting... when you are put into an operation, do you get used up, or is it kind of just like...
I feel like you're kind of like taken out
So, like,
for a second. I feel like
so
you're
basically you don't-
used, but
so
you don't disappear, you know?
Oh, right, okay. So that's why that's why someone can be divided by 0 and not...
Because 0 has the power. 0 holds everything
Okay,
together.
so basically the second part of the function doesn't get used up.
Yep.
Doesn't change.
Yep.
We'll just say that they're subtracted and they can't be used. Okay.
Yeah, like a
so
puzzle
50.
piece.
So they open the door. They take 55 for their yearly service.
Yep.
They
55
subtract-
is like an old man.
They subtract them. So 56 becomes 1. Then they add them.
Uh-huh.
And then they take places. And that means, you know what this means? They're that close
To 0.
one little slip
One
up,
slip
one
up.
difference. But the thing is, what was her name?
Susan.
Susan has no clue
Yep.
what's happening. She's thrown into a house with another cat of the same caliber. Everything's the same in all the infinite houses.
I feel like as it goes up, it just slowly starts getting more and more wealthy. If you're going up like the
So then,
positive number side, but in the negative side it gets
so the
even
negative.
more.
So in the middle is a huge infinite stairway that goes up to Zero's castle.
Yep.
But then on the other side of the stairway is the negative numbers going down.
Yep.
And there's 2 pathways in between that go down to the workplaces. But what happens is, alarms go, everybody has to step out and move. Now Susan has no clue what's happening, but luckily there's a television that puts in propaganda. So she has to follow every single number, infinite amount of numbers, shuffle their way down this infinite staircase into their workplaces. These little office rooms.
Yeah. Would 1 be going in like first, or would 1?
I'm assuming
be going
1 first.
Yeah, 1 would go in first. So 1 would be working the longest.
Well, no, 1 would enter. Yes,
Theoretically,
it would actually be it would be infinitely long.
Yep, exactly.
Because infinity would the infinite number would have to go in to the furthest end, walk to the furthest end, and then walk back, and then back.
Harrison, I just imagined at one point, like, the shift is over, and the guys that didn't go in just get to go home. They don't even get to work. They can just walk back.
So no, maybe it has to be maybe you have to do it in a what is it called when you do something an infinite amount of tasks in a finite amount of time? So you take 1 step, and then you have to take another step half that time, and another step in half that time, and another step in half that time. So you have to just infinitely move faster and faster and faster.
Yep.
And then work even faster and faster, so you can get an infinite amount of things in a finite time, right? So basically, in these offices, people send numbers to each other, like, "Hey, yeet 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 yeet." From the this kid is doing a math test. Do the operation real quick, and they have to take 2 numbers, and they're like, okay. So I have to just basically they have to sign a slip to make sure that they're allowed to be used in the mortal realm.
I see.
This is getting very in depth. So I'm making this all up on the spot.
Yeah, this is really something.
Okay, right? And then, of course, if you mess up, you're dead.
You get sent to 1.
Now, here's the issue. Underneath all these steps, it's like floating platforms. It's like, no, they're railings and stuff, but underneath it's just clouds.
Oh.
And then you're walking back to your house. Susan's walking back to her house, and she asks "Hey, what's down there?" And he's like, "One, don't you know?" And this is where all the half-breeds are.
Oh, I see.
So, but this is not where the imaginary numbers are. That's different. Now, those were lab mistakes. Those are when exponent, and root were testing things. They're like they're the scientists.
They're like the
They test on people. And when that happens, it was... It made issues. But this half-breeds down there, there's an infinite... You know, we talked about infinite before, how going to the right?
Yep.
This is an infinite amount of infinites space underneath.
Oh.
And underneath, if you clear the parts, you see thousands of numbers reaching up and screaming in pain and
Oh
terror.
my
And you see numbers like 1/2, 1/3. These are numbers that have been tested and divided by each other. That have been combined together to make one number from two different numbers.
Oh my god.
Every possible decimal. Sitting down there, screeching in pain.
Screeching in
wanting to be free in the endless sea of numbers beneath and above.
I wonder, Monkey. So, say totally off of this current scary. We're still on the topic of like this number place, but like say like a number like 1 million like steps out of line. What happens? How do they get from 0 to there? Do they just start walking? Do they teleport? What happens?
Oh, you mean the functions?
Yeah. How do the functions deal with it?
Okay, so they can so each number has a little tracker, right? And what happens is they can zoom there.
Oh, I see.
They're basically...
I feel like it'd be funny if they had a calculator and all they had to do was input the number
Oh,
and then press enter.
no, I like that better. They have calculators and they can walk around, they click it, and they get sent there.
Just get sent there.
And then when you see plus walk straight up at it, you know you're dead.
Why plus? I thought plus would be more of a like chill guy.
Well, plus, okay, no, he's more the law. Like,
The law.
minus is what brings you down.
Yep.
Plus is like, it's like, sorry, my sibling, we did work, we gotta bring you back up. They're basically, plus is the compensation usually.
I see.
Unless you get like, let's just say you did a good job. You did, like, say you get extra work, you can get promoted.
Oh, I see.
And then the old person, we don't really have a place for the old person, so they just get subtracted even if they don't do anything good.
I see.
Basically, what happens is you get put in the suspension space. So when you get promoted, you get moved up, but then the person who used to be there goes in the suspension space to wait for somebody else to do something bad for them to get slotted in. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, you have to wait until people can until you get promotion. Okay, cool. Now that we figured that out.
So what happens to Susan?
So Susan, she got back to the house and she tries to go to bed and then she hears the screams.
The scream
From millions of miles down.
Oh my.
And she cries because she realized what's happening. She's in a land of numbers, an authoritarian dictatorship. Because she was a math teacher and some random kid said she was the answer to the problem.
Oh, that was a spike. Sorry for audio listeners out there.
Because sometimes you gotta realize where you got here from.
Yeah.
We started getting...
You made, moreover, an authoritarian. Thank you. Authoritarian dictatorship
with numbers.
of numbers.
Yes.
Now, we were only talking about the positive ones. What happens to the negative ones? I'm assuming those are the ones in constant poverty.
Well, no. Everyone's kind of like... They're basically the same.
They're basically the same.
Basically the same, yeah.
Huh.
And then Susan realized something. Is that she can make a difference in this world. She is going to try to up-level the system, to fix the screams from under and give everyone an equal space in this infinite field. Even though it means all her other math teacher friends will probably lose a job because they won't be being able to do math anymore. Doesn't matter. These numbers need a life.
So Monkey.
Yeah?
Susan's not gonna end up good, is she?
We'll figure it out.
The smile you're giving me.
So, but there's the issue. She doesn't have power. She's a 1.
Mm-hmm.
What happens if you get subtracted by a 2? But here's the thing. Here's what Susan's been thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
She can never be murdered by the pluses and the minuses. Right?
Only by the 0, yeah?
Because there's never another 1 or another 2. She's the only 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
Or of the same number at least. So she can never be subtracted by herself.
Mm-hmm.
So she can only change places. She can't die.
I see.
Actually, no, wait. No, she can't.
I see.
I lied. No, she could just be added by a negative number and then die. Never mind. It's very easy for her to. No, wait.
Wait, that would make her 0.
That would make her 0.
That would make her
That's
0.
her. Okay, never mind. That's her plan. She realized that, they might not think that well, and if she acts out again, they're gonna try to put the pluses are gonna try to get it under their own hands, and if she becomes 0, then she gets the power. So, next morning she went to work again, and then during work signed none of her papers.
Oh.
Students that day could physically not write the letter 1.
The letter 1.
Okay, the letter 1. They couldn't write the number 1. They could write 51 and 41, but not 1.
But not 1.
Yes. For
was
some
a-
reason,
it was
when
a
the teacher
gr-
was having issues, they're like, what is...
It was.
I understand what comes after 2 and before 2, but what goes in between? 2, 3, there's 3, 2,
Monkey.
something, 0, and negative 1.
It was a sad day in kindergarten.
It was a sad day in kindergarten. Okay, so she signed none of her papers. Minus and Plus kick open the door.
Uh-huh.
And then Plus is like, here, I'll take care of this. They grab negative 1 from their office, takes it over, adds it, and in that second realize what they've done.
The fool.
The fools have turned her into 0.
0.
She pushes him out of the way and starts sprinting up the stairs towards Zero's office, fast as she can. Running faster and faster, doing these phases faster and faster, as Plus and Minus chase her as fast as they can. She opens the door and sees a throne with 0 sitting on it, with X and Minus, and sees another 0. In shock and fear, sends multiplication after. Multiplication runs and prepares to grab 0, and begins the attempt to multiply, because they don't really know how math works. They just
I see. So
they just
do
know
it.
They try to do it, and nothing happens.
Nothing happened.
You can't multiply 0 by 0.
Yeah.
None of them die, right?
Yeah, none of them die.
So he gets confused and tries it again and again, and she smirks at him.
Can they tell the difference between these zeros?
Yeah, the one has eyebrows.
Oh,
They're
I see.
angry. One has
That are
bigger
just
eyebrows.
a little bit more malevolent, a little more evil.
Yes. So then the main King 0 calls in the exponent people, and they're running as fast as they can over. And then so basically this is the plan. King 0 wants to be used by exponent, right? To turn 0 into a 1. Because anything to the 0th power is 1.
Couldn't they just add 0 to 1? Or add 1 to 0? The new 1 to 0? Or any other
There's no
number
new
to
1. They didn't have time. This is all in the moment.
What about 2? What if they get 2?
2?
Yeah, they just add 2 to 0. Oh, but then there would be 2 2s, so that wouldn't work. Oh, no, continue, please.
Okay. So, also, this is already in the heat of the moment. They can't go grab somebody.
I see.
Everybody's in the same room right now. The Plus and Minus, they just chased after him. So that's the King's plan. So Exponent comes in. They're trying to run through the doors, and they're in their lab coat. Exponent runs after Susan, grabs her, and prepares to turn her into 1. Right? But before she dodges away, she moves away. 0's unable to. She.
Oh, hi, sis.
Really?
How you doing?
Hi.
We're gonna doing a thing.
Oh my god, you're so old.
Doing a podcast. Don't worry about it, sis. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Okay, so
Continue.
where was I? So I gotta remember to edit it out.
That is Harrison, right?
Hello.
Yeah, that's
okay, I
it.
was like, you didn't say hi to me, you don't know me.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine.
Good.
Uh,
Now continue.
I just gotta remember to edit it out. That's fine.
yeah.
Should we peek it so I remember to edit this out?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, later Harrison.
That's enough. I think I'll remember to take it out.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I was just making it.
Where were we?
Cool then.
So, sorry for the inconvenience. So Susan ran for Division as fast as she could, grabbed Division, pulled them over to Zero, and said one last word to him. I gotta think about it. But what's one last word? Because you know what's gonna happen next. She's gonna try to divide 0 by 0.
Yep.
What was the last word?
Undefined.
The last words are undefined.
I'm sending you to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo.
That's basically it. Okay, do you want, for the sake of the joke, say that she says that?
Of course.
I'm sending us to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo. And activates Division. And then they disappear. Everyone in the realm realizes what's happened. There's no Zero anymore. They can't die. The functions mean nothing to them. They can't die.
I cannot die.
So they scream and holler in pain in wonderfulness as they run after the functions. They punch them and they sucker punch. You know, they go at them.
They just
kill
go
them.
at it.
They kill them.
They kill them.
Okay, now they lock them up.
Okay.
So they can use their powers in the future. But everybody unites and realizes as long as these functions exist, somebody can use them to get power. So there's two methods: destroy them, destroy the functions. Try to kill them, or make a democracy. and now everybody's like, I don't want anybody to have the power to control anybody. So let's murder them. More specifically, they can't murder them. They can't. They're kind of like steel.
Cast them into the pit.
Yep, that's what I was
Cast them into the pit.
So they grabbed them and threw them into the pit. And so basically, you know like how sodium, when it's dropped in water, it like explodes?
Uh-oh.
Basically what happened is, because remember all those fractions are there grabbing and screaming in pain?
Yep.
Once the plus is thrown in, a sign of hope, and they all leech for it in like a zombie kind of style. And all just combust into one giant fraction
Oh my goodness.
in effort, and then they throw the minus in, and the plus, and the multiplication, and everything. And everybody just leeches for all of them. Some of them become such small fractions and almost basically disappear.
Oh my.
Some of them, or actually they'd get bigger because the denominator would increase, but yeah.
Yes, basically.
They'd get a bigger waist.
Just get a bigger waist and that's it.
Some of them would become bigger numbers, and one would rule to become a one. Would strive above them all and become one. That's not a story for today.
We went on a 30-minute talk of the civilization of numbers.
Now we have one more phase
in
if
their
you want to
first
hear about it.
revolution.
If you want to hear about it, it's about what happened to Susan and Zero
Oh, what happened?
in the Shadow Plane.
In the Shadow Realm.
So they were divided by Zero.
Hmm?
I don't know what I should do with them.
Hmm.
Nobody knows what happened to them.
Nobody knows what happened to them. Well, good on Susan, a math teacher that...
And that kid's still out there making
That
things happen.
Yeah, that kid.
But numbers can no longer
Mm.
be taken as exponents, and they're all thrown into the pit.
So they just break math.
Basically the area underneath is basically like a hell, and it's a very impoverished area where everybody is small numbers, and how it works is there's a rope. There's a little embassy at the bottom that the big numbers built.
Mm-hmm.
And it's protected and everything. And then once you become a number, you can go in there, get your forms filled, and you can be taken up to the utopia.
Oh my.
So basically, for the perspective of the numbers down below, it's a fight to try. It's a survival of the fittest to try to become a whole number and get sent to the utopia.
I see.
And the symbols are fighting for their lives to not Because remember, basically these symbols, because there's an infinite amount. So how math works is, you have infinity, right? 0 to infinity. That's
Yep.
infinity, right?
Yes.
But that's one infinity. There's more infinities. On top of that, that's called Aleph 1. Zero, like countable numbers, like 0,
Oh, yeah,
1,
Aleph
2, 3.
1.
Aleph 1
Uh-huh.
is all the number, like for example, all the numbers between 0 and 1.
Yeah, like infinite.
There's more numbers between 0 and 1 of infinity
I believe
than
you talked
between
about
0
this
and
before.
infinity. Maybe I did.
Yeah. I'm pretty
Basically, that's the basic gist, right?
Yep.
So there's an infinite amount of infinite numbers underneath that plane.
Mm-hmm.
And every single moment in time, all the multiplication and addition are being just grabbed and used and combined into more monstrous.
Uh-huh.
And it also means every single instant of time, numbers are being removed from existence.
Huh.
Yeah.
This is why you're the DM. In short, this is why you're the DM in
The
D&D.
number plane.
The number.
Wait.
The coordinate plane.
Yes. The coordinate plane.
The coordinate
The
plane.
plane of coordinate. That's perfect.
Oh, beautiful. Is there?
Wait
is
until I
there
get into calculus. I'll know so much more.
Oh God, there'll be an entirely separate area, either heaven or hell or limbo. I don't know.
Here's the thing. Normal people, when they're divided by 0, they go into the undefined realm.
Uh huh.
Or they remove from existence altogether. When a 0 divides by a 0, it's called something else. I forget, but it's something else.
It's called something else. You just start ramping it
So
up.
there's
and
a
just go,
chance
forget.
it's just 0 and 0, both of them sitting in nothingness for eternity. Or is there a chance they don't exist? Or is there a chance they're everything, or they're nothing? Or they become the kid that sent Susan to the
They
realm.
become the kid.
There's an infinite amount of possibilities.
Mm. And
That was a 40-minute
that
tangent.
was a 40-minute tangent.
Is that how you? Maybe that's how
First-
that's how you rate tangents by how long they take.
That's
That's a 40-minute tangent.
It's a
Nah,
40
I'd rate that a 20-minute tangent.
Yeah, I can see that. But my God.
Yeah, your turn.
Oh well. I think I know what the title of this video is gonna be about.
The coordinate plane.
Oh, 100%.
What do we call it though?
The coordinate plane, yeah. we
The
call it
coordinate plane.
The coordinate plane. Holy hell.
The land of numbers.
The land of numbers.
It has to be like a book where it's called like a big name and has like
Yep.
a subtitle, which is the coordinate plane and the land of numbers. No, would it just be coordinate plane, the land of numbers? Yeah, I think that would be it.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. You also probably have real life human stories to talk about, and not
Yeah.
things I just made up on the
Not
spot.
hypotheticals.
Mhm.
Alright, well, I guess now would be a good time than ever to talk about my vacation. From
This would be a best time. I'll stop.
Yeah,
Let's go.
You've spoken too much.
Yeah.
I see the fumes coming out of your jaw.
You have more soda.
I do, but it's upstairs. You'd have to get by Dylan.
No, could you get it?
Oh, could I get it?
Yeah.
It's in the middle of the podcast.
Yes, I want another soda, please.
Only one I'm getting you is the Pepsi.
No, I can have another Coca-Cola.
No, that's too far.
You're not gonna go up
I'm not
the
gonna.
stairs
I'm not gonna go all the way up.
all the way up the
Do I have
stairs.
my phone? I can text.
Why
it.
don't we just pause the recording and then you go get it?
Nah.
No?
Nah.
I
mean,
really
like.
like a Coca-Cola though.
Oh my goodness.
So here, okay, let's go through the dilemma. I want something, and you don't want to get it for me. Now, what's more important, what I want, or what you want? Think about it. Think about it. Yeah, there you go. And that's how you beat. Oh no! Oh no! No! Oh no! Yeah,
Yeah, no,
already up.
no.
No.
No, I'm not doing it.
Okay, continue your story.
I'll send you home with one, but
Oh,
I'm not.
okay.
I'm not getting you another one right now. Big Mac Man would be kind of upset.
Oh, is he in Melson?
Well, not really, but technically it's his soda. He's
Oh.
fine with sharing it, but like,
I usually send you home with one, so that'd be like 3 sodas.
You don't have to send me home with one. That's
You're gonna tell me to. You're gonna ask. I know you're gonna ask. Monkey, I've known you for like
fine.
6
Fine,
years
fine,
now.
fine. Just tell your story.
All right. All right. So, sorry, that's my dog. For those of you who don't know, I went on vacation for this past week to the place that I was born. So, over there I have a lot of more extended family, more people that I know on my father's side, my grandparents. That's who we mainly came there to see, my grandparents. They're pretty cool people, as you guys know. If you've seen the last episodes, which I doubt you have because the watch rate for our channel is like 0.7.
The thing is, the view count's like, I called like 20 views decent.
Mhm.
Here's the thing though, when you have a video that long,
Yep.
it just goes whatever with it, and if you sit there for 30 seconds, it counts as a view.
Oh,
But if you go on the watch time for the video, it still says like, not even an hour.
well, now's a good time that you guys should like and subscribe and ring that bell. No.
No, how about just I don't know.
No.
The thing is,
okay.
if things are going how they have been going,
Mhm.
with people watching, they shouldn't be hearing this right now, right?
Yeah, probably.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, we'll see. All right. So I went to see my extended family, or not my extended family, but just my family that I've seen in like a couple of years since the plague,
Yes.
as we all know, hopefully. It was a pretty good time. I forgot how hot it gets over there, because my grandparents don't have ACs.
Oh. Okay. I was gonna say like. Okay, but yeah.
Yeah, no wonder you're looking at me questionably. But, yeah, my grandparents, sorry, they only have 2 ACs. One doesn't work, the other one does. They didn't know one didn't work. But luckily, my room got the one that did work. So me and Big Burger King Man, my brother, we were lucky to sleep in the nice chills of winter, whereas everyone else was smoldering in the heat of summer.
Oh hooray!
Yes, hooray. The heat of early August, which honestly wasn't that bad. So that was nice to not sweat my ass off.
It's not as nice.
No, it's nice. It's nice. It's a nice change of pace. Especially since my grandfather had to like remodel me and my brother's room because it got rain damage. So we like tore off that entire part of the house.
Yeah.
I forget if I talked about that, but man,
I don't think so.
that guy's an absolute unit. Let me
Yeah.
tell you, my grandfather. Super.
What is what games has your grandma been playing?
She finished up God of War while I was there.
I don't know, like, I know your grandma plays games, but the thing that I just said, what games have your grandma been playing? And you just said, she finished up God of War or whatever.
The new one.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
I haven't finished it yet, though.
Yeah, she finished it 100%.
Oh,
She did
God.
everything, yeah. Like I said, my grandmother's a completionist.
Yeah.
She
My lord.
She didn't start up a new game while I was there, but she talked about oh no, she did. Ghost of Tsushima.
I never played that game.
Oh, cool.
The fact that she knows about a game I've never heard of, that's also scary.
Well, the thing is, it was recommended by my brother, who plays that
Ah.
game a lot. It's a reaction time based game.
And she's not good at that?
She just started playing, and she has one hand, so at the beginning, not so much, but she'll probably sink some time into that game.
Get really good at it. Jeez, oh my god.
She'll probably be better than me, because I never played that game. It's gonna be great. I can't wait to go back there, and she's just gonna be a pro. She's gonna complete it by the time that we come back.
Yeah.
It's a very cool game. Looks very nice. Even though she was playing it on the PlayStation 4, and my brother is PlayStation 5.
Ew, you want a PlayStation 5?
he does. I don't do anything on it.
Yeah, I know, but it's like...
I revisited my nostalgia of Little Big Planet for a second, but brother didn't want to play it, so you know where that went. Best part, you know one small gripe that I have about the PlayStation?
No,
No?
I don't know your small gripe with it.
Alright, so one gripe that I have is that for some reason, so Little Big Planet has an online. For the first two games, Little Big Planet 1, which is no longer active, and Little Big Planet 2, there was a free community area where you could make levels and all that stuff, and people could play them.
Yeah.
And it was really fun, because some people actually came up with the coolest stuff. It was really cool. I commend the people that made really cool stuff. And I don't shun the people that haven't. It takes a lot of skill, surprisingly, to do all the stuff that they were able to do. But basically, for Little Big Planet 3...
Oh, there's a trilogy.
There's a trilogy, yes. There's actually 4, but the third one's ass.
Oh, is it?
I hate it. The first 3 games were like, cool, you can be like a little kid or like a teen, maybe even young adult, and you could still have fun playing this. 4th one was catered to tiny kids with dumb voices.
Here, you rant about the 4th one, I'll rant about Just Cause 4.
Well, no, I'm still ranting about the 3rd one.
Rant about the 3rd one. Do you want to talk about what's wrong with the 4th one?
Yes. Okay, so the 3rd one, I haven't gotten that far into gameplay. Story mode seems like a normal story mode for Little Big Planet. Fun voices, fun characters, fun story, basically the first 2. I didn't get that far into the 3rd one, as I've said, but I like the characters so far, so it's pretty chill. Furthermore, the online is what I'm mainly griping about.
Oh.
You have to get an entirely separate thing for online. Like, for Xbox, you have to get Xbox Live Gold, which is a subscription. For PlayStation, you have to get PlayStation Plus, I believe, to go online. And then on top of PlayStation Plus, you have to get, I forget what it's called, but you basically just have to get something to be able to access the community levels in a little bit.
Okay, say it one more time. Why do you need Xbox Live and PlayStation?
Well, no, you don't need both of those. I'm just saying how Xbox Live has Xbox Live Gold, so you can go online.
And then you need to pay extra for a thing to even get on. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, in PlayStation, you need to pay an extra thing just to access the online of Little Big Planet.
They all do that. I don't know why. Yeah, I mean, I guess because they gotta keep the servers up.
I guess, but why even have a subscription for like online, man? It's just,
I don't know. I have it just because every once in a while when we choose to play Sea of Thieves, it's kind of necessary.
yeah. I've kind of left Sea of Thieves as of recent.
Oh yeah, but we never really played that much anyway.
Yeah.
We just were playing it more.
Too many Reapers, man.
Reapers?
Pretty much the players.
Oh
that
yeah, I
like
know. Oh, you mean like
PvP.
specifically the PvP?
Yep. The PvP is not fun in that game. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
It
was interesting at first.
Yeah. But
then,
like, the cannonballs don't do any damage. You just run shotgun.
I heard it's
and
better. I heard it's better at PC.
Yeah, it probably is better than PC.
Because the thing is, you can't just run shotgun on PC.
Yep.
Because like in Xbox you can't aim so precisely.
Yeah, so you have to run shotgun.
In PC you usually use a pistol, or actually no, it's pretty equal for anything.
Man, it would be nice to use the pistol. I like the pistol. But
Yeah.
it led to a pretty cool story in how I 2v1 some guys that were trying to rush our treasure chest that we got from a high-level vault.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, my buddy fled, drove the ship. He drove our ship into the other guy's ship, and he sunk it.
Oh,
he sunk both ships. Both ships. He sunk both ships. The fact that he was able to sink the other guys was, my god, it was great. We also had our buddy Dar there too.
Yeah.
But it's a shame. He missed out a lot of it because he was dead most of the time. Like, first time he had to use a mermaid to get back. Second time, he jumped off, missed the ship, had to use another mermaid. And I didn't know where he was after that.
I'm assuming the ship was sunk, so you couldn't
Yeah, I
use the
think
mermaid to get back.
I think it was sunk by that point. But by God, I was at a sliver of HP. I was at like one hit and I was dead by anything. These guys were running shotgun. They both missed. They go for swordplay. They both try to run around me. I kill one after he tries to do a charge attack, and doing a charge attack on console is just asking for death.
Yeah.
Charge attacks never work. I just sidestepped him and just went
Yeah.
with those long ass cuts. Like,
Yeah.
annoying. and the other guy was trying to sell our chests, and I just walked up, blam, slap. Man, I was proud of myself. Oh my god, I was so proud of myself, but we lost like 2 or 3 of our chests. Luckily, I was able to sell the most expensive one before they got to it, which was like about 7,000 gold.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What chest is that?
It was the legendary chest from the vault, the one that you get by doing the puzzle with the medallions.
Oh, you got the puzzle done.
Yeah, me and Fled are like a god at that puzzle.
Oh really?
Yeah, we have very good co-op. Like,
Yeah.
like I said, he's blunt, so he says what he needs to get done. I'm able to get that stuff done.
Yeah.
A very fun time in doing those puzzles and against PvE, especially. But
Yeah,
Reapers,
PvP
man,
is weird in that game.
yeah, I hate the Reapers. I wish you could just get like a private server or something, or something like that.
Can't you turn on PvE mode?
Can you?
I
If
thought
there
so.
is, then man, I'd be playing that game a lot more.
I thought so. And I basically... I don't know.
Anywho, let me get back to my
Yeah, but there's-
vacation.
yeah,
I should
sorry.
probably get back to my vacation.
Yeah,
That's probably
but-
what the people want to hear about. Or the people, the audio listeners.
By the people and the audio listeners, we mean 0 to 1 person.
Probably like 0.5 person.
0.5 person.
0.5 person. But basically, it was a nice time. I got to see my siblings on my father's side. We usually never hung out back when I actually lived where I visited or vacationed to. It wasn't really a vacation; it was more of a visit. But man, they're fun. They use a lot of slang that me and Dylan do, or I say slang, but it's more just like. It's gonna sound dumb, but they say "pog" a lot.
Oh no.
And vibe.
Oh,
That's
okay.
just the stuff that me and Big Mac or Burger King up there say a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes we say it unironically, but we have like similar ways of talking, so it was really nice to know that we're not so far apart, even though our siblings on our father's side are like 23 and
Yeah.
20. Yeah. They're really cool guys too. One of them completely changed. Like, from what I saw, he had a pretty young face. He didn't wear glasses that I knew of, and all of a sudden I come back, and he has like slight facial hair. He's got
Wait,
the
wait,
glasses.
grandparents or...
No, my siblings.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
No. Like he changed almost entirely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Apparently he's into country.
Into country music or in the country?
Both.
Ah.
He's into country music, and he's been down in Louisiana as of recent, like a little while ago. That's more country than currently, but he's definitely been embracing the country.
Louisiana.
He's been saying y'all constantly. Although personally, I say y'all a lot as well.
You
So
do say y'all, but I think you say it more ironically. You don't say it ironically?
I don't say it ironic. I don't say it ironically.
Ah.
Yeah.
Y'all. I say y'all. y'all, get that. I don't
It's
even do
just
it.
so efficient.
Sometimes I do.
It's so efficient. I remember.
Y'all?
Yeah, saying
You
y'all
all, yeah.
instead of you all, or saying everybody. Just y'all.
Y'all get down here.
Y'all get off that damn ship and help me with the treasure chest now. That's something I've actually said.
It does come off nicer too, yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially with the way that I talk. I say y'all. I say ain't.
Y'all.
I make voices. I say the dumbest shit. You know that.
Y'all ain't sitting there messing with the cat again, are
All right, y'all get on this rowboat. We going.
Yeah.
It's what a nice time. Nice
Yeah.
time. My friends are cool. Blunt but cool.
Yeah.
All right, back to the vacation. I'm sorry we've been getting off topic so much, but I was able to see my grandmother on my father's side.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense, right? Yeah. And she was nice for the most part. She got a new dog, and he does not like other people. Although my brother has the story that he can tell until the day that he dies. This dog's name is Johnny. Johnny hated both me and Burger King.
Mm-hmm.
So when we were there, my grandmother took him for a walk, and when they came home, Johnny got off of his leash and sprinted onto Burger King.
Yeah.
Like right onto him, like right on. He was laying down like this. Johnny was here.
He was like up close and personal and everything. Or, sorry, here as in he was an upper chest. And
so that basically where
Burger
like my
King.
cat sits.
Basically, yeah. And Burger King was like laying down like a little slumped. You know, good enough for a dog to walk on somebody, you know.
Use your imagination on that one. And Burger King was ecstatic. He was paralyzed with excitement. He loved it, and I could tell that he loved it. And I will admit, I'm a tiny bit jealous, but that just comes and goes with being brothers with Burger King. You always get a tiny bit jealous here and there.
Because a dog likes them better.
Oh yeah, our dog likes him better. And I spend. And
I thought he was
she
your-
lives in my room.
I thought like she was kind of your dog. But...
Yeah, but she likes him better because he gives her food that she's not supposed to have, like M&Ms. Yes, he's actually done that.
Why?
I don't know. I told him not to. I tell him not to do a lot of things. We have a bungee cord up the stairs on a gate, so she doesn't get upstairs because upstairs is a lot of carpeted area.
Yeah.
Really hard to get hair out, especially, and she likes peeing in my mother's room.
He's the fun dad.
I guess so, but he never puts up the bungee cord, and it drives me insane because my dog knows how to open the damn gate. She knows how. She uses her snoot. She just pushes in and then just flicks her head to the right, and all of a sudden
Puts a
it's open.
snoot and flicks it right. It says to be continued.
To be continued. No, and she just books it. She books it up there. Sometimes she comes back down when she hears my voice because she's like, "Oh shit, I'm in trouble." So most of the time it's not that bad, but sometimes she's just like slumped. She's just slumped, just relaxing on the floor, belly up.
What you gonna do?
Yeah, what you gonna do? Pick me up? I'll kill you.
My cat, he's a big blob of fluff. I could pick him up. I could like swing him around by one leg. He just do nothing for like a small duration. You pick him up and he like there's a countdown clock until he starts wiggling and wants to get out. But like he sits there like a pup, like just like a rag doll. He's just arms out.
Does he like being picked up?
Sometimes, well, the thing, I know that when he kind of enjoys it or is fine with it more. But he sometimes, because he's my boy, I love my son. I want to pick him up and I put him over my shoulder like a sack of potatoes. And then I go like this and I like pat him.
Yeah.
And when I do that, he doesn't want to leave as fast, which means it's better.
You force him to stay for attention.
I like him though. He's so floofy.
Yeah,
I
he's
wanna
very
give him
fluffy.
hugs.
Maine Coon.
But yeah, usually you hold him up like this, where his arms are going across your thumbs.
Yep.
Right? Mm-hmm. And he just sits there with his arms just going straight out like a zombie, and his body drooping, because you can't hold his entire body, he's so long. He's a big snake that goes down. So you hold him up, and you see this giant torso going all the way down.
Imagine you just pick him up one day and he just touches the floor with his hind leg.
No, like you can. Yeah, I tried picking him up from a table and lifting him up. I'd have to put him all the way up here over my head to be able for him to not touch the floor anymore.
Oh my god.
Or of the counter.
That's
not the floor.
I
the
forget
counter.
how big he is.
He's a big man.
He's a big man.
Like sometimes I look at Scarlett and like my other cat, and and I'll be like, oh yeah, she's an average sized cat, right? Or like she's she's a normal sized cat, and I look at Newton. Well, she's a pretty big cat, and I look at Newton compared to her, and he towers over her in volume and in height, and he's like, oh, I am big baby, I want hug, give me yum yum. And sometimes I can, like, we have a Lazy Susan, and if I open the Lazy Susan, he freaks out, that's where all the food is. And he runs over there, and he gets ready for, like, he's like, yes, food time.
Yes,
So
food time.
I'm like, okay, even though he just ate, I could give him food, and I touch the Lazy Susan, and he'd freak out again. Even though he just ate and got his food, I'd go to the Lazy Susan, I'd crack open the canned food, put it on the plate, and he'd do nothing. And he would then I'd just go sit down on the sofa and he'd crawl on me and sit there. He just likes the idea of getting food, I think. I don't think he actually likes to eat it all the time.
I see. He just likes the idea of actually getting something. It's like why Christmas is so, look forward to.
Maybe. He just likes getting it.
Anywho.
Yeah.
Seems I wasn't able to fully talk about my vacation.
I'm
That's about
sorry.
the extent of it.
Well, I think you just don't you can just point out significant moments.
Yeah, of course. Well, I was pointing out significant moments.
I guess that is a fair point. What's a very significant moment?
My brother shot a gun.
Okay, that's one significant moment. What's another significant moment?
We also shot BBs. Or
Okay,
BB guns.
bullet time.
Bullet
Or lightning speed.
Bullet time.
Lightning speed. Important moments. Go.
Important moments.
5, 4, 3, 2,
I got
1.
nothing
Next
else.
subject. That's the only things that happened.
That's basically all that happened that I can remember at the moment.
You said you went to Dave and Buster's, right?
Yeah, I talked about that already. It was a pretty fun time. My brother clutched one of the jump rope things and got me 300 tickets. He doubled my ticket gain, and I was able to get a small bowl. Small bowl. That's what I called it.
A small ball.
Small bowl.
A small bowl.
Small bowl.
What was it?
It was a small bowl.
It was a small ball.
A
or
small bowl.
No, that's like saying
ball.
that's like saying a chair is a chair. You can't. What was a small ball? In other words, besides small ball.
A miniature spherical elastic object.
It was a bouncy ball that you need 300 plus tickets for.
Yeah. Well, 500 if I remember correctly.
500 for a bouncy ball.
Yeah, they gave you a lot. Like,
okay.
from this jump rope thing, you get 300. I remember there was another one gave me like.
Do you know
50.
those carnival games that do the spinning thing, where it's like you see the lights and they spin, you have to click the button in the right time when it's in the jackpot region and you get.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
You know those?
Yeah. I know.
They're not skill based at all. They're luck based.
I see.
So what happens is, you know how you always seem to get the dot right before or right after it, and
Yeah.
sometimes jackpot. It's because the people who buy the machines can decide how often you get jackpot, and basically when you click the button,
Yep.
it makes it go right before or right after it.
I see. Huh.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, that must make a lot of people real angry.
Well, no, it doesn't, because they think they get close and they keep going.
Well, yeah, I guess so. Huh. Gambling.
One time I did the usually it's called like a cyclone, right? Those things. I
Yep.
don't know. So the spinning ones with the lights, and you have to hit it at the right time.
Yep.
One time,
Oh no.
I put in. I was like getting ready to do it. We had. I think it was one of those free things. I
Yeah.
forget. Either I was doing a run of it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna plan for it. And I saw the lights spin around. It was on the back end. It was on the back side, the opposite side of where the button is, and I clicked the button. Because for some reason my brain thought it would get around this time, and I had to do it beforehand. So my dad looked at him and he was like, "What the hell is that?" It's on the other side. I only got like one ticket.
Oh my god. That's beautiful. That reminds me of, well, not reminds me of a time, but I remember a time where there was like this one, you ever see those like games where you like pull down a lever and it's like a big spinning thing? A lot of them are fish related, or fishing related.
Oh yeah, those.
I remember I got a big jackpot on one of those, and it just
never-
kept pouring out tickets.
I never did that.
I did. For some reason, I was infatuated with them, and I got like a 1,000
They
ticket.
are big spinning
Or no,
things.
2,000 ticket jackpot. 2,500, and it just came out for like a solid half an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
You were sitting there for half an hour.
I
just
wasn't
waiting.
sitting there, my mom was, but and I went to
Oh.
go play more games because I was like young. I was like
Oh, this was a while ago.
10.
It was just
maybe
sitting. Do you think
9.
it was broken? It was just keep going.
No,
until it ran out?
it kept going. It just kept going, and it
Wow.
stopped eventually. And we did indeed have those 2,500 tickets.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, a lot of tickets.
I
I can
usually-
understand now why they went more,
I usually
technological.
remember those games where you'd have the saw that would have like you put the coin in upright and it would roll down and it'd fall in.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What were you trying to hit with those again? I forget. You get the coin, if you get it in the right spot, what does it do? Does it like knock things down, or is it
Are you talking about the pusher one?
the one where you like it's a thin little column, thin little like thin little chute, and you drop the coin in upright, and it rolls down. The chute runs into this area and slides down.
Slides down.
What's the goal of it? I know there's like what happens is there's a bunch of other coins of the same type sitting in there, and you run it and then it falls through apparently.
I don't know. Maybe hit other coins along the way. I don't know.
Maybe it's the point is to hit coins, drop it down. Either way, I used to I always did those once. I think it was a Chuck E. Cheese one for some reason. I remember
Mhm.
because it was like the little bronzish coins, the brashish coins.
Yep.
I dropped in. I was like, I sat there for 30 minutes lining up the shot, watching it go back and forth, back and forth. And I was like, okay, don't underthink this. Like, don't overthink this, like I did with the cyclone incident, right? And don't underthink this because this is important. You gotta line it up, and I let go. And it rolled down, it collided the edge, it ran down, it just stopped. It wasn't even the right angle or anything. So,
What can you do?
I could have done better. I could have done stuff.
You
but
probably could have, yeah.
probably not. Huh. Well, I guess that's everything.
Yeah, that was really something.
Yeah, that was weird.
I can't believe we had a 40-minute spiel.
A 40-minute tangent.
That was impressive, but unfortunately, it's getting a bit late.
It's getting a bit late, and also I want to keep these like hour 10.
Yeah.
Also, because this is
Hour.
exactly an hour, I know if you didn't, I know exactly who, if you are you, and that you didn't watch all the way through. Ooh, that rhymes.
Yeah.
If you are you and you don't watch all the way through, Dobby Flay shall come for your feet and your knees.
Oh, and your knees. That's a bit too much.
You think it's too much to go for both?
Yeah, a little bit.
So if a robber came up to you and be like, okay, I can either take all the money you own and all the property and everything, or I take your knees and your feet. Would that be too much? Almost if you said just your feet. Okay, let's just start simple. If a robber came up to you and said, give me everything you own, ever, all your money, all your things,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll get you, and then, or I cut off your feet and I take them and I eat them.
Well,
Would that be worth it?
I would pull out my nuclear warhead and
No,
mount
no.
it in a rocket launcher and just, you know.
Yeah, I know you would in real life, but in this hypothetical situation, okay, we're not, let's just pretend in this world for some reason everybody doesn't own a nuclear warhead in their house.
Okay. And that.
That's kind of dumb now I think about it. Nobody owns a nuclear warhead in their house. Jeez. Yeah, but what would
Alright.
what would that? What would you, it's almost a couple. I get everything you own. I get cut off your feet and I take them.
I simply take out my.
No.
rocket launcher.
In a hypothetical world where you are defenseless and you can't attack,
Where are my arms?
you're tied up against the wall.
Kinky. No.
Why? Why?
Chris has been talking to me too much. Well,
Chris-
not really.
Chris has been one too much.
One too much. It's hit like a
One's too much.
threshold where I start saying stuff that he would say.
Yeah.
Sorry. Well, you see, I would actually activate my superpowers.
Okay. I see what you're going here. You're gonna keep adding on things. Quick and simple. Is a knee and a foot too much for anything?
For anything?
For anything. What would you pay to have your knees taken and eaten?
I wouldn't pay anything. They'd have to pay me for that one.
No. That would be like you say negative money.
Yeah, negative money, easy. Like,
Negative money?
yeah, at least like $50.
Also, side note, I like the idea of negative money. Like you have a negative $10 bill.
Yep.
You give it to somebody,
You just
and then
give
you
it
owe
to
them $10. All right, this is going nowhere.
Yep.
Thank you everyone for joining us in Midnight Crisis. I hope you had a midlife crisis. I am some guy.
And I am some guys writing.
No, you're not. You're fired as being my writing utensil, or not utensil, the thing to be written on by the utensil.
You can't do this to me.
I can and I will.
No, you actually can't do this to
Yeah, no, I am.
me. It's actually written in the law of life that you can't actually do this to me.
Yeah, I can do it to you.
No,
though.
you can't do
Yeah.
this.